This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, this is Arun Mahajan Krishnan here. Actually, like a couple of years before, I have seen creating a heart in Tableau by someone. I think it was Ken Flarage or somebody. So from that day onwards, I just want to create one, but I don't know how to create. And each and every time when I try to uh, create that one, something happens and I just leave that. So, but today I just thought of creating it. And okay, before I go into this, okay, just note down this website mathworld.wolfram.com. Okay, so why I went for this one is see, Arkin or whatever the shapes or anything, any custom shapes, you can create those shapes by plotting the x and y coordinates. And for the Arkin also, you can just get that x and y coordinates. And I found that in here, like in this website mathworld.wolfram.com. And not only this one, and I also like looked into a couple of other blogs by Ken's and Yoshihito and Jeffries and Andy's and a couple of other like nice blogs are there. But they do a lot for the Tableau community. Like I would suggest you guys to go and have a look. So okay, let's come to this. Okay, so this is the x and y coordinates to create the Artin shape. Okay, so here it is x is equal to 16 sine cube t and y is this one. So basically this is algebraic curve and this is in the quadratic equation like a squared b plus like x squared ax abx plus something like that. But if I want to get this in Tableau, first of all I need to change this into some kind of an angles or radians. Radians is actually not into angles. I have to convert that into radians first. So I've been looking with a couple of other blogs, and the data preparation with them was like a little bit tedious. And at last, I saw the Kin's blog, and that not the Kin, I think it was Jeffrey Schaffers. Yes, his blog was a little bit easy to follow. So from his blog, I got a couple of things. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So basically, before I draw something, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the starting point and the ending point. Here, I'm going to call that as like, you can call this anything, values, points, whatever. So I'm going to start with one and end with 1,000. So you can ask, is it necessary that I need to have 1,000 at the ending point? No. Even I don't know whether the 1,000 will be enough or is it too much? I don't know. So it's going to be like a trial and error method. I'm going to do a trial and error method. He was actually having some fixed points based upon some calculations. I tried to demystify that, but I couldn't able to get that. So I'm going to go through in what I like in the way which I approached. So I'm just going to start with one or 1,000. Okay, not why 1,000. Start with 10, something like that. Okay, let's that. So let me start with 1 and 10. So these are all the 2 points. And why I'm having these 2 points is I'm going to create some points in between. So I'm going to create 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all these points by using the data densification concept. So I'm going to create the bins out of it and I'm going to get the missing values. And what these points are actually going to do is these points are actually going to draw my heart. And so this is the x and y coordinate which I got. So x is 4 times sine of, okay, and this is the index I'm using. So this is the index. Index is just the normal index table calculation, and that index is actually going to act as an angle for my chart. Okay, okay. Let these two. I'm not going to go deep into it how to derive this. For time being, just copy that. I will make a separate video of that, like how to draw circles and how to draw lines or whatever in Tableau. I'll make a separate video of it. Okay. Now let me connect to the data. So I'm going to connect to the data, that is the 1 and 10 that I have. So that's points. So I got 2 points. Let me go to the sheet. And now I'm going to create a couple of calculated fields. So one thing sure is I need index because I'm going to use index in my calculations, right? So let's create index first. So I'm going to call it as index. So index of, that's it. And I need a couple more. I need one for the x and y, right? So let's create one for x. So I'm just going to copy paste that. 4 times sine of index to the power 3. That is. Okay, and I want to create one field for the y. So that's going to be 3 times cos of index minus 1.3 into this one. Okay, so I got my x and y, and last but not the least, I need to create the bins. Like I need to do some data densification, right? Okay. So let me create a bin out of these values. Yeah. So create bins, whatever value bins or whatever it may be. I'm not bothered. And size of bins, I'm gonna make it as one. Click on OK. Okay, that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the x and y. So x-axis I'm going to put in the columns, and y I'm going to put in the rows, and then index and the values I'm going to put in my detail. Okay, all done. And I want to compute my x and y based upon this index value. So compute, where is that index? Sorry, not by the index value. Uh, how can I compute by a measure, by a dimension? That's I need to bring the values of the bin here in detail. So I need to compute these two measures with by this one, and y as well. So I got something which is not quite. I'm not quite there. That's because the points are missing. I'm getting something like here, but there are lots of points are missing, and lots of points are missing on this side, and points are missing here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some points. So instead of 10, say 100, and let's see. Let me come to my Tableau book, and I'm going to refresh my data source because I changed it. Refresh. Yes. Now it looks like an article, but still there are a lot of points are missing. I don't want to see like any missing points. So now I know that I need to increase, like I need to add up a lot of points. So I'm going to say yes, Excel, and say like 2000 or 5000, whatever. Just like you will come to know the particular point like by doing the trial and error method. So I will save that. So now I'm saying 1 to 1000. So that's basically I'm going to have 1000 points. Now let me refresh this. Yes. So I probably my points are too much, but it's not going to make any difference. I don't want to see any gaps between this one. Still, I can see some white space. That means I can increase some more points actually. So let me say 5000 or 10,000. Okay. I don't want to see any white space in between the dots. So here can you see there are a couple of white spaces. Yes, that white spaces has been gone. So now I got my article. Okay. So now I want a filled article, like the one which I posted in the group. It was like a filled red color article, right? So before I could get that, I was trying with a lot of different things actually. So what I did was, first of all, I tried with the polygon. Okay. So with the polygon, you will get something like this. And then I went with the circle. Circle is nothing but the circles here. Nothing comes inside. Actually, you can each and every dot is a circle. And then I went with area. No, this is not exactly what I was looking for. Then I went with the bar. With the bar, it was like a quite funny. So I even tried to change the sizes and all these things. I went uh, with the fixed and a couple of other things, but I couldn't get that. But to my surprise, one thing worked. I went with the line, and everything came into came perfectly. And I was thinking, how come a line can make a filled heart? If you look carefully, actually doing an X and Y plot. So if you think each and everything, from this dot to this dot, probably there will be a line. So each and everything, what you see as like a dense color, is nothing more than that of a individual line. So right now I'm having 10,000 individual lines basically. And since 10,000 individual lines are touching like or very close to each other, they might be touching or overlapping with one another. We can't able to see the each and individual lines. So we see like one single color as a whole. We are seeing it. And hereafter, I just change the color, and you can just play around with the background. And you need to do a couple of formatting. Let me go to the format, and let me go to that lines and remove the grid lines and the axis rulers. We don't want um, okay, and zero lines I need to remove. Let me remove the zero lines, and then I need to remove the headers. Remove this header, and then already removed that. Let me remove this. Okay, and I can just get rid of my title. And what I did was I just made everything black. So let me go to the format again, fill it with black. So it came something like this. And the other thing which you see with the Tableau, like I love what is that? Like my Tableau love and Happy Valentine's Day and all. Like I just did it here. I just brought in the sheet and the okay, and make sure that you make it standard. Okay, I'll tell one funny story, very funny story. Okay, it was like an interview, right? Okay, make it standard, and let me fix it, the automatic, and again I'm going to go to the fixed because I want to fix it at 115560. Perfect. And with the in between text, what I did was I just brought in my text, and I just I think 24, 36 something I made. And tab is semi bold, make it bold, and Happy Valentine's Day. And I made that color like very dark black, and I just positioned that. And you can also center this. So you get the point, right? So yeah, on the top one, the same thing. I just did some change with the picture, like with the logo. Like I just did it with the normal MS Paint. Like if you're good with Adobe, like Illustrator, or like if you got like any nice editing software, then you can just use that, and probably the output would be much better. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was about to tell that funny story, right? Okay. So when I was trying to figure out this chart, like to get this proper heart in shape, right? I was trying with the different things. And one of my friend who was sitting next to me in the job, he was keep on he was trying to sneak peek into my screen. And I went out for a break, and when I came back, I was totally shocked. Actually, what happened was I got something like this, which is so I just saved it as a voodoo. I don't know what they call in Hindi. In Tamil, it's some Sunia Bomai they call in Tamil language. So this is like a kind of the devil kind of a thing. I was totally scared. Actually, what happened was the same thing. Like when I was trying to figure out the art in right, so it was like this in standard, and I was trying with each and every marks. Like I always try to play around with bar density, so I just put that in the density, and I made the size like a full size, so it was something like this. And that guy, he just made it into an entire view, and he forgot to put it back. And when I came to my system, it was something like this. Then it was like okay, some voodoo, but it's kind of an artistic thing. So I realized like okay, you can become like an accidental artist by using Tableau. So that's why I love Tableau. Like by doing something accidentally, you will end up something getting like a very nice visualization. Okay, okay then. So this is how we do the heart. And I hope this helps. And yeah, you guys try and post it and let's see how yours looks. Okay. Thank you guys. And one more, last but not the least, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Tableau Valentine's Day. Okay. Just to, yeah, it's a Valentine's visualization. Yes. Yeah, yeah. No, the recording done. Yeah.